What is up, guys? Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Dreams. I'm YoungText, YouTube, and Dreams. Thank you guys so much for watching. I made a tutorial on this earlier, but that tutorial, it was not incorrect. It just wasn't the best way to do it, if that makes sense. So you can actually make these gadgets and stuff up here affect things like a camera. You can also do that by microchip by just placing this in here. And that's pretty much what I showed in my tutorial. What I did was connected affected objects to the side of the camera. This appeared out of nowhere. That side part right there, that allowed me to make this an affected object. Then I put the tag name in here, and then I just put down some settings. You'll want to mess around with this if you're going to use this right here. This is not the best way to do it again, and I'm going to show you the best way to actually do it, because this way has some flaws, but it is good for certain types of things if you get it perfectly set up, maybe with a calculator and some other things. The easiest way to do it, the easiest way to get a camera to follow you would be to set your puppet to that and then force possession, and then your camera is going to be this right here. Next, all you need is a camera pointer. You want to make sure you're not scoped into the puppet whenever you place down your camera pointer. What you could do after I show you this, I don't want to give too much information where you guys get confused. Right now we're just worried about the camera pointer and placing it down and showing you guys how this works. You can make 2D games. It all depends on where you place this and how you make the view for it. And then you can mess with the distance for this camera pointer right up there. So as you can see, it's instantly following this character. So what I'm going to do is delete this, because I think there's some settings in it that have it a little bit messed up. And I'm going to place down a different one. And as you can see, the camera pointer activates once we have this, because we have a control sensor to get it working. It's working off of a control sensor. And as you can see, it's perfect. It's perfect. I can't move the axis for it, but you don't need to, because a puppet instantly has a third-person view camera that has its axes with the twin sticks and everything. So all you need is a camera pointer to get that thing to follow. You can also mess with this setting right here. And there might be some other settings you can mess with in the puppet's thingy right here. Just press L1 and square, then L1 and X to get into this right here, then L1 and X on that, L1 and X on this. Here's your control sensor that affects the camera pointer with the camera inside of the control sensor. That only works whenever it's on possessable, and then you probably want to put it on force possession. Here's some other things you can look at right here: follower behavior, jump my animation, and run. I am YoungText, but I hate that. So if you want to turn this off, just go here and turn this off if your puppet's following something, or if you have an enemy that's always following your puppet, that's the main character. That's what you want to do, and that's kind of how this stuff works. What you can try to mess with is scoping in if you don't want to use the camera pointer, and I'll work on a tutorial for that, because some people might want to use remote for their control sensor for whatever reason. You can mess around with putting a random camera inside of here while you're scoped in to the puppet. And then you could try to give that a camera pointer. We'll see if it works if we delete this. It doesn't seem like that would work. So maybe the camera just needs a control sensor. Well, we could try. Let's delete this. Microchip. Control sensor. Let's see if we can give the camera a control sensor. Not sure if this will work. You can mess around with all the suggested stuff that I've given you from this point forward, but I'm going to end the tutorial here. But I'm also going to show you guys a game that I've been working on. Check out my how to make beats tutorial. It might pop up as a tab up here. That's what all that stuff is. Let me put the puppet on remote. Oh, yeah. If it's on remote, then it does not have the camera option. So you see the camera option right here, remote, no camera option. So the only camera that has this thing going is the camera inside of here. Next, what I'm gonna do, since I deleted the other one, I have to put this into the walk. And you can mess around with the followers and tags at this point. But again, all you need to do is lay down a camera pointer and have this on remote and possessible. And you probably want to put it on forced possession. All those things are right here. The twin sticks option is right here. You can mess around with this also with putting the right stick inside of there. You can mess around with that if you want to. Right sticks inside of your control sensor. And I hope this tutorial helps. Again, I just don't want you guys to be confused by too much information. All you need to do is put down a camera pointer. Have this on this, probably put this on this. I'm going to delete everything else so you guys can see. That's just some extra information that you guys can play around with. And here we go. That's all you need to get your camera to follow. That is all you need. Control sensor, the camera inside of your control sensor. Mess around with the distance and stuff like that, which affects your camera pointer. Alright, let's go ahead and show you guys my game. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me in dreams. I am YoungText YouTube here. All that great stuff. Here's some music. I know how to make beats. Check out my how to make beats tutorial. And here's the current game that I'm making. I have about 5 games that I'm making right now. And if you don't land, oh wait, we landed. There we go. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for your time. Don't forget